tastes like.
Good morning. What's happening, guys? We're back after a couple of days of lurgy. Now, I still am a little bit lurgied up, so no face cam today. I'm still a little bit under the weather, but we're back well enough to be able to get back on the charts and host some live streams with you guys. So we should be able to spend a bit of time with you guys, you know, like I say. Excuse the adverts that keep popping up there. We're testing a little like YouTube. What's it called? Like playlist. It keeps chucking adverts in the middle. I don't know why. It's some bullshit. Tell you what I might do instead actually will be try and search it on my Spotify. 1 second. Oh, there we go, we've got it. Right, let me just double check the sound on this before I put it on and blast your eardrums. Okay, there we go. Right, we're in. What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's good. Now, we're in this GJ cell right here. It's actually quite a decent setup, to be fair. Like I say, apologies if I'm a little bit monotone, bit slow. Still kind of ill. But obviously, you got to do what you got to do. So I can't not live stream for you guys. We're hosting our free Discord session as well today. So that was meant to be on Monday and that didn't happen. So if you want to join that, you can, obviously, using the link down below. We're already break even on this trade because of the red folder news that came in. What was it? 9 minutes ago? Took a BE on this morning as well, which again is based off the news. Not really a great setup, to be honest. It was messing around too much and just really wasn't ideal. Actually gonna remove those. We got some Orion filters in the works at the moment, so some really nice things coming for you guys. Now I know some of the Discord members and some of you Eagle Eye viewers might have already spotted some of the stuff that we are working on. But it's all good stuff, I can tell you that much. So yesterday was a pretty poor day, to be honest. No tag into this Euro setup. It only would have been a BE anyway, even though it ran down to 1 to 5, which is pretty insane. GU was a stop out on that. Gold, also another stop out. So again, pretty poor in terms of the daily performance. We're only halfway through the week, so we don't mind too much. Honestly, huge shame about this NAS 100 setup. We had this on Monday, I think it was. We were saying that our bias is bearish and we want this to sell, and it literally has sold off since then. So it's been a really nice sell-off and an example of the way that the bias plays out. We also had the same thing on a couple of the other pairs, done exactly the same thing, and they ran in line with our bias really nicely. Now, a couple of things that we're going to be picking up soon, and we're going to be like running forwards with, is new, not criteria, but new things that you can look at using the exact same Orion principles, but in between the points, because of like this, right? If I draw this will make it a lot clearer to you guys. So I know a lot of you guys in here right now probably longer term viewers. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. Let me draw this. So the principles that we've been collecting data on lately have been the principles of this. Currently the model stands at, we have a bias, right? So bias to be sell, and we have points within the market that we want to sell away from, right? Now sometimes the market will move consistently in our bias direction with momentum, and it won't reach these points, right? It won't reach these points. So we formulated a pretty, well, yeah, it'd be easy for most people that are confluent in TradingView, a really easy formula on following that continuation, right? Or following your Orion bias. And then the other principle that we're applying is the following them up to a point of interest, right? So essentially following it if it's carrying momentum against the pre-established directional bias. Now again, it doesn't mean that you're trading huge vast distances between each, but most of the principles that are used in that basis of understanding are already fully within your trading plan because of Orion. Orion's already giving you that principle. Now there are going to be some cases like USHEF here, for example, where you've got like a loss here, loss here. I don't know what that is. Nothing. And then a no tap here, and then price hasn't really done anything since. In cases like that, that's just price action isn't on your side. So we get down to this 2R here. That's awesome. Now notice how here we have okay, well, here we have a 4-hour low. So it means theoretically we shouldn't actually follow the trade, right? Theoretically we shouldn't actually follow the trade. Now why is that? Because we look to trade from one 4-hour low or one 4-hour point to the next, right? But because we know that our bias is in line, excuse me, our bias is in line, we've taken out a daily and the 4-hour, and if we scroll across some more, you see we've taken out another daily, alright, taken out another daily. So having a daily high taken out and then seeing an entry given here means that the probability of this trade running for a longer target is higher. Now, of course, it's not very often you're going to get that kind of setup, and it's not very often that a 4-hour high is going to be here. Also, this is Asia low, so we know that generally that holds liquid, right? But instead of using it as your TP, use that as your break even, because it's pretty much 2R. So knowing the fact that this may not want to continue, it might just come to the 4-hour and come back, that's fine. That's the principle we use, right? So we're secure here. We're just waiting to see what happens. Exactly the same on AU. We took a BE on this. After it ran up, it came really high into the stop area, then came back down. We were sitting around this lower area and news was coming, and I said, well, We've got to secure this. It's part of the rule set. It's how it works. Even if it's like inevitable you're going to get taken out of break even, you accept that, or you just close out of a minor profit. Instead of closing out of a minor profit, you've got to give the price a chance to actually do what it wants to do, and then, you know, let it run from that point. So Pi, I've been taking a look at Pi every so often. Remember, guys, our like goal for the stream is 10 likes. We're already at 4, so we're just under halfway. Excuse me. I do apologise. So this is an example of the momentum that I was talking about. So if we go to the 4-hour chart, let me turn Orion off. It looked like we had it rewound there for a second. It's so like this. Excuse me. You see we come up to the high here. We tap into it. And then we go to the 15-minute. We have one entry point. Then price allows us to go essentially not break even, but allows us to see the entry without actually getting involved with it because of the principle and the time of day that it's being given. This is 10 p.m. that we're tapping in, so we're not getting involved in this. And then this is Asia, right? Then we see heavy momentum coming in again. So at this point, we can say, if we're going to actually trade this bearish, we want to trade it from like here, right? Here and here. So we want to trade it from these 2 points. What's going on, Chetley? Hope you're well, mate. Thanks, brother. I'm recovering, dude. Yeah. I feel better than I did, but still kind of feel like shit a little bit. But this is the first time I've been ill for a long time, so, you know, it's one of those things. So, yeah, when we take this, we know we've got this much and then this much left, right? So between those two, we can then work out, okay, right, how far is it that we need to come? In this case, there isn't really enough room. We do take out another high, another entry's given, doesn't give us break even. Then it runs high again. But now we know that we have huge areas between highs being hit. Excuse me. This high was here. Now where are we going? Well, we're going up to here, right? On the daily. If we go to the 4-hour, of course you have like some liquid in here, but there's some crusty liquid. It's old. I sound old. It's old. The liquid in here is not it's not ideal. So we know that momentum is taking us to the upside, so we can allow some of the principles that we've been refining over the last few well, I've actually been doing it over the last couple of weeks, but I haven't actually mentioned it because, as I always say, until you have a principle that actually has value, there's no point even bringing it forwards, because it makes no sense. So you can technically pick up on the momentum that is shown to you. Doesn't mean that we'll just counter trade everything that's shown. It just allows us to have a little bit more freedom with it. So nice potential here. Excuse me. So we are going to be hosting our free Discord session this afternoon. See, I think the further into the day I get, the jankier I start to feel for some reason. And this is the most amount of talking I've done over the last sort of 3 days or so. Excuse me. Do apologise, guys. Keep coughing and splattering and lurgying all over the microphone. Excuse me. How was everyone's weekend? Hopefully it was good. Now, from where we are at the moment, I'm expecting price to accelerate through into this low point, then consolidate, and then continue down during the New York session. But I'm not too worried about ultimately the build up to that expansion. I'm not worried about it doing anything like this. I think it's either going to work, like I just said, come straight down, generate liquid on both sides, then come down, or it's just not going to work. It's going to be one or the other. So let's see. Excuse me, guys, I do apologise. Right. So I had a pretty quiet weekend. This weekend, we have the kids' football, which is so not fun. What else do we have? I think we've got something else going on as well, but okay, so looking for that expansion down, like I said. See, go back and take a look at AU now. Still holding that high somehow by some crazy chance. It's still holding it. Excuse me. Oh, also, has anyone seen? My son said to me, he was like, he goes, "Have you seen the new Shrek trailer?" I went, "No." He went, "Oh, you should have a look at it." I haven't watched it, but he's telling me I should. Why I should, I don't know, but he was like, "Just watch it, just watch it." What on earth? Right. What's going on, FX? How's your health now? Better. Sorry, guys. I've just realised that I've just left you looking at nothing. Yeah, better, mate. I still feel a bit under the weather though. Again, this is not an open trade. This is BE. Well, it was BE. This is open though. And I've explained what I'm looking for here, which is an expansion down to this low, which is around the 95, 90. So 190.5-ish kind of level. I expect a heavy expansion down to here. Then a short period of consolidation to create some more liquidity. And then a continuation down. That's what I'm looking for. AU didn't work out. No setup on Euro. Gold. Now remember we said we were bearish on this. We said we were bearish on this. Such a shame that there wasn't like a... You see the 4-hour high? There wasn't a money out in here. Such a shame. Because the setup would have been... Like, let's just say the money out was here. It would have been like this. Which is actually super clean. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But our bias is still bearish on gold and it's starting to shift bearish. Which is great. Let's turn that off. So we are working on a few different candle indicators at the moment to go alongside with the Orion system. So hopefully you guys will enjoy them. We're also getting the daily bias indicator made up and ready to go out. I mean, most of you that want it already have it. But it will be going public relatively soon. And I've said that before. But unfortunately, I don't have a huge team behind me. So things end up getting in the way, which is unfortunate. So guys, remember, if you want to support the live stream, just hit that like button. We appreciate it. If you want to share the live stream to your friends, then make sure you do that. Or if you don't want to share the live stream, that's fine. Share the Discord link. Share the YouTube channel. Sharing is caring, and word of mouth is probably one of the best ways for people to learn about things, and also for the content to be spread. So we're still just waiting for this move to come down here on GJ. If it wants to, great. If it doesn't, so be it. Let's go and check out some of our other pairs. Like, I want to have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's always a good one to look at. I think it's actually, or it has been, in a decent spot to buy from, to be honest. I didn't notice that it came down to 97, but 83 is a good point to buy. 83 is a good point to buy from. I'll go to the 4 hour here. So it's still bearish. I believe that's probably close to changing. Maybe not. And this is a great example of this as well. We may not have wanted to believe that Bitcoin was going bearish, but the Orion bias gave us the fact it was going bearish here, which is what date? The 27th of January. Told us it was going bearish on the 27th of January, and it's literally been bearish since. So it's a good example of the way that this indicator can actually play out. Have a look at Ethereum here. Ethereum's been dropping down heavy, hasn't it? Let's go on to the weekly chart. The XRP is looking a lot stronger compared to you know, some of some of the some of the other assets. Like, look at this, it looks like the most shite you've ever seen. I got these coins for free if you're wondering what these charts are. Quorum and Solargenic. Yeah, I got them completely free. I got them around 0. I think it was like 0.6 or 0.06 or something like that. So yeah, we're up. Let's have a look at Solana. Has been up. Still has potential to expand again, I believe. But we'll see. Okay, let's have a look at this. It's all chop suey. It's all chop suey, that. Euro CAD, Euro N. Let's have a look. We used to love Euro N. Honestly, used to spend so much time looking at Euro N. Okay, so we're coming up towards the hour mark now. So you guys know what that means. Remember, if you haven't already, hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. Another 6 likes and we reach our like goal. Now, I do apologise, I'm not the most energetic today. But we will be streaming from here going forwards. Unless I get struck down with a mystery lurgy again, but I don't think I will. Still struggling to clear double digits on the stream, so I'm thinking we might need to change up the thumbnail and right, start going live on TikTok a bit more. TikTok's a good one. TikTok gets a lot of viewership per stream. I think it works out an hour long TikTok stream. An hour long TikTok stream I think gets about 100 views. An hour long YouTube stream gets about 25. So we're literally like 4 times the amount. And even on like viewer retention, you see a lot more people, you know, staying for longer on the TikTok stream. But on YouTube, you do have a few members that are like from beginning to end viewers, which I appreciate you guys, by the way. I appreciate all of you, whether you're here for a minute, whether you're here for an hour, whether you're here for 2 seconds. I appreciate all of you. As long as I can provide some value to you guys, that's the main thing. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you that trading's easy or anything like that. But if I can give you some value and help you progress in some way or another, then that's a win, right? Okay, then we took the high, right? That's what we was expecting. Alright guys, we got 10 minutes left of this stream, and then we're going to be heading over to the Discord. If you want to be a part of the Discord stream, just join using the link down below. I imagine most of you are already probably in. Of course, Chetley, no problem at all, my friend. That's what I'm here for, man. Yeah, that's what I do it for. And you know, I've said this before as well to everyone that's watching and listening, whether it's on Rewind, whether it's live with us here now. You know, there's many ways that a lot of people go around doing something like this, and most of them involve monetizing you in one way or another. But you guys know that I only give you options for that kind of stuff, and if you choose to take it, then that's on you. I don't force, you know, the kind of monetization a lot of people do, because I would rather someone choose to monetize something themselves than be forced into it, especially when I know most people are just living their lives and, you know, doing their thing. They don't need to be spending extra money. If obviously if you choose to, that's fine. But there's some people that stream and stuff like that, and they're charging people like 400, 200, just to be in like a Discord community or whatever. It's insane. That's why I go out my way to do at least a live stream every day. Yes, we do host excuse me, our VIP sessions in the Discord. But they are more like group mentoring sessions than anything else. So remember, guys, 6 more likes and we hit our like goal of 10. Oh gosh, I definitely getting the sniffles. You can't you can't run away from the lurgy that quickly. That's for sure. Honestly, I'm starting to think that I should just play whatever music I want. And the live streams just won't be on rewind. If you're watching this on rewind right now, let me know what you think of that. If you're watching this live, let me know what you think of that. I mean, yeah. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But then I think it just gives people more of a reason to watch, for one. And then also we would have a lot less like actual videos on our channel, if you were, because there'd be a lot less live streams. Now, I did, and I have been for a long time. Someone has been like, oh, I'm not going to bother playing music, just be silent. But I think sometimes on the slow market days, sometimes it can just help. Just keep the level of the stream up a little bit. Okay, guys, we have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. I repeat, 2 minutes left. Now, does anybody want to tell me why this Orion entry area wouldn't really be ideal for an entry if price comes back? Now, there's a couple of reasons, but what would be the main reason why this area itself wouldn't be ideal? Remember, it's okay to be wrong. Don't worry about being incorrect. Just have a try. You could be right. And even if you are wrong, and I tell you the right answer, you'll remember that going forwards. And that was what I was teaching my son the other day. I was saying that, the things that I remember like most in my childhood were the things I did incorrectly and someone helped me do it properly. Those were the things that really stand out to me and stuff that I remember and I actually learned and they stuck with me. Were things that I tried, I got wrong, and then I got shown the right way to do it. Or things that I had to go at and just was right straight away. Okay, that's my partner jumping on the Spotify right there. Changing the song. Hopefully that doesn't get picked up as copyright, but if it does, it does. So I think that's about a good time to wrap things up. Remember, if you want to have a go at answering that question, then please do. Or post a chart in the Discord. I'll happily pass 2RR. Yes, that's correct. But there's also another reason behind it. You are correct in saying that, Chetley. You're very correct in saying that. Think about every time you look at an Orion entry or an Orion entry is given, you always think about the principle of, if this is our liquidity, where has this been collected from? Where has this been collected from? And then if we look, we can see that it's actually been a very long time since it actually collected the liquidity. So what's the probability of this actually being a visualization of that liquid that was collected? Well, the probability becomes a lot more reduced. Doesn't mean that it won't come back, tap in and run. And like you said, it's plus 2R as well. Is it? I don't know if it is actually plus 2R. I haven't looked at that yet. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it is actually. The reason I say that is because the stop would be quite high. So it's not plus 2R. But you would be correct in saying that if it was plus 2R, that would be a reason not to take it. So it's the time between liquidity being collected and liquidity being displayed. Right, guys, I appreciate every single one of you for joining me on this live stream. I do apologise if I still, like I say, I'm a bit slow with it. I'm not really the most energetic. Hopefully I'll be fully recovered by tomorrow. But I'm hosting a free Discord live stream right now. If you want to join that, then jump in trading floor number 1 within the Pip Surfing Society Discord. And we'll be covering some points and principles in there. And I look forward to speaking to you all very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Peace and love. And trade safe. Until the next one. Ciao, ciao.